guys, my name's Grace, back with another video. Today I'm continuing into the 100-second performances? Yeah, 100-second performances from not Road to Kingdom. Guys, I'm having a lot of trouble today. Kingdom Legendary War. And who's next? I have my Wikipedia page up. I just reacted to SF9 and Stray Kids is next in the order. Like I said, I skipped BTOB because it was just a vocal performance, so I wouldn't have any input because that's not my area of expertise. But yeah, let's see what Stray Kids has to offer. Alrighty, so I don't know if everybody who's watching this will know this, but on my channel I'm trying to do a series where I react to all of the performances, dance performances from Kingdom Legendary War, and the participants are, let's see if I could do this off the top of my head: ATEEZ, Stray Kids, SF9, The Boys, iKON, and BTOB. B2B? Is it B2B or BTOB? Anyways, I watched ATEEZ first and uploaded that. I skipped over BTOB because it is a vocal performance, and I did SF9. So next in the airing order is Stray Kids, and they did Miroh. I'm not sure if that's their debut song. I've heard of Miroh. I haven't actually listened to Miroh, but yeah, I'm going to watch the performance and talk a lot because that's what I do. Alrighty, I'm recording, and as done in previous videos for Kingdom, you guys will be seeing the performance flipped with a transparent cloud over it because I don't want to get copyright striked by Mnet. Sorry about it. So, yeah. But I'm watching it normally, don't worry. Oh, leather. Ponytail? Alright, this is already different than SF9 and ATEEZ. Look at that floor work. I am a modern dancer right now. I have an affinity towards modern dance, and floor work is one of my loves. Being able to use the floor and distribute your weight on the floor and move quickly across the floor is a skill that you have to learn over time because we are upright, we are bipedal animals, which means we walk on 2 feet. So for humans to get down on the floor and feel comfortable crawling and sliding and rolling and doing crazy things takes time to learn. So go off, ponytail man. That was cool. The camera in this show, I explained it a little bit. Sorry to pause for literally the first 20 seconds, but I kind of explained this in SF9 and I kind of explained it in ATEEZ, but dancing for a camera is a lot different than dancing for a concert performance or like a stage performance. And in Kingdom, they do minimal cuts. A lot of the time it's just a steady long take camera, so like the dancers are hiding behind the camera and then running on for different cues, and it's just complicated because you're not only choreographing the dance, you're choreographing the entrance onto the camera, and you have to be off by a certain time, and you have to like put on your performance quality like as you walk on. It's a lot, trust me. So it seems like this was either a clever cut. So after he does this whole thing, so it looks like they either just panned up, had Stray Kids run underneath the shot and pan back down, or they managed to cleverly cut right here. But it doesn't look like they cut. Ah, I love, man, right here. You guys should be able to see my mouse. This one right here. I love this pose. Oh, that's cool. Stray Kids is winning for me. I've seen ATEEZ, SF9, and then Stray Kids is winning right now. I'm obsessed with this currently. Oh, and yes, using their entire environment, not just using the stage, but using the seats. They, oh, they're being creative and more floor work. I mean, that's not necessarily modern dance. That looks more like a b-boying or urban dance sort of thing. Not my area of expertise, but I can recognize that it's different than modern. Do they have knives? Yes, they do. Okay, this camera work, incredible. Let's back up a little bit. Okay. This is all one take, I think. Yes, this has to be one take. No, cut. I'm a liar. Is this the actual Miroh choreography, or is this their dance break sort of deal? But the camera moved from one side of the stage and panned to the other side of the stage, and the dancers had to like rotate their orientation, which is sometimes really difficult to do, and then get out of the way and not get run over by the camera. And their choreography just looks clean. I think what happened with ATs and SF9 is they had very little time to prepare in this setting. They probably choreographed before they got there and, you know, practiced in their studios before they got there, but being put into a brand new setting it's gonna mess you up. And so like in dance, you do all your choreographing and practicing in the studios, and then you actually go to the venue and you practice. A lot of companies practice for like a day or two there, or at least get there before and do a full run or two of the show or the performance before actually putting on the performance. But I know the boy groups here had very minimal time, so you could kind of see it in ATs, you could kind of see it in SF9 that the setting was a little frazzling, and like I said, having the camera and it's a lot. It's very difficult, but Stray Kids seems very well adapted. And I love that that accent with enough knife. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Not the people in the middle. Jump right to the floor. And then a slide on the floor. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay. Before we get to whatever he's doing with that spark gun or whatever, talking about John, like, they did not necessarily a full barrel jump and not necessarily a full, I don't know what it's called, but I learned it as a barrel jump in jazz class where it's called barrel because you are kind of like turning in the air like you're rolling over a barrel. You have your legs bent and you want to have your back almost parallel to the floor, but it is also very similar to a jump in traditional Korean dance. So this dance is put into a lot of K-pop this move is put into a lot of K-pop choreography, and I'm not sure if it comes from it being traditional Korean dance or if it comes from being influenced by Western styles of dance like jazz and modern and ballet and blah, 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 hip hop, blah, 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 blah. But you can see them. No, I think I went back too far. They don't necessarily go as parallel to the floor. They just kind of tuck. But look at them in the air. Look at them in the air, levitating. And then it's a similar idea, but then they jump and get straight to the floor, which you have a lot of momentum when you're jumping. So if you do not fall correctly onto the floor, you can really hurt yourself. You can slam down on a knee, and dislocate your kneecap or break your kneecap, or you can break a wrist, break an arm, because you have to be able to land safely, and you gotta be able to know how to. And they roll and then they slide. Oh, something fell off of him. No, this is Miroh. I don't think any part. Oh, okay. I'm so happy mullets are coming into style. So I noticed this in SF9's choreography, especially performance, especially, is that all the groups are doing this like breakdown in the beginning, this like remix or whatever, and then going into the actual choreography of the song, and they all look a lot more confident in the choreography of their song than the remix, because they do it more often and they practiced it more often. So just makes sense. But I mean, Stray Kids seemed confident and comfortable in all parts of this performance. And I don't know if they're editing choreography, because I don't think I've seen this man do a backflip ever, because it would have gone viral. Nice little hitch kick there, like a little jazzy thing. Maybe. Might have just been a trick they threw in. Who knows? This has to be an edit, yeah, because they don't have knives in dances. I'm sure the Korean Broadcasting Network would say, nope. Look at that man jump. Oh. Is that it? Are they done? Yes. Okay. That didn't seem like an end. I am living for the shag cuts and the mullets. Let me tell you. I am living for it. But the ending of that dance didn't seem like an ending to me. I liked SF9 and ATEEZ's endings where they have like climactic poses at the end. I mean, ATEEZ had their whole torch thing. That was really, really cool. And I feel like with all their floor work and all their tricks and all their climbing on each other, Stray Kids throughout this dance, give me the pose. Give me the ending pose that I so want. Alright, so that's that. I peeked at the Wikipedia. I can see why Stray Kids won first place. This performance was really, really cool. It combined a lot of aspects. Like I said, you can just see their skill as dancers and performers. They seem confident, they exude confidence, even in a setting they're not necessarily used to. And I think that gave them an edge maybe over their competitors. They just seem more comfortable in this setting specifically. And that's just me. I don't listen to any of these groups. I don't watch any of their performances, but from what I've seen of this specific program and this specific performance, the 100 seconds, it seems like Stray Kids had a little bit of an edge because they just seem like they were able to adapt to their setting quicker, and sometimes that just gives you a little bit of a push ahead of the others. And I think they used the entirety of their surroundings, which is really cool. They're the only ones so far that I've seen that have gone up into the seats and used that. And they were like rotating and all that, and they had knives where it's like I could have done without the spark gun because it seemed a little like we have a budget, let's blow it, without there actually being any thought behind it. But the knives I thought were a really cool addition because they actually kept them the entire time, and they actually did choreography with them instead of just holding them. And like the music had cues with like knife sounds in it. It was, they used their props well. Their floor work was really, really great. I mean, I I enjoyed it, even if this is not one of my favorite songs itself. I think this performance, from what I've seen so far of this program, is my favorite. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm really enjoying doing this series, and yeah, I'm gonna finish up soon with the boys and Icon, because yes, I did ATs, I skipped BTOB, I did SF9, I just did Stray Kids, and that leaves Icon and the boys, so I have to do those two. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this series slash like this video. A lot of people probably aren't watching the whole series, but that's okay. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.